We like what Micah Parsons said. Go ahead, Cam.
We love this. We want more of this. Somebody has to set the tone. Toxic Parsons has made it to the party, ladies and gentlemen, and he did not disappoint. Now, we need to see, is this going to be the same energy that we keep throughout the game? We've known how talented and seen how talented and we've seen how impactful Micah Parsons is. But this is the same team that plays the same team 3 weeks. You play them today, skip a week, and you play them again. Now, this is a division foe. We understand that. I have no issue with saying or him saying these type of things. He's just setting the tone and setting the parameters of what's to come and wearing the emotions on his sleeves. And I love it. I appreciate it as a fan as well.
Well, here's the thing. This is how it's supposed to work. If we family and you got beef, then we got beef. I don't actually have to feel it. I don't actually have to be mad. But what I know is now this is where I am. They ain't never liked you. We ain't never got along. So there's no conversation that a Chicago Bear needs to have with a Green Bay Packer about love. It's always on. It is on site for the rest of our lives. And that's not supposed to change, right? When Shae come here, she ain't gonna never have on no cheese head. That's never going to happen because she's from Chicago. Right. And now with Micah Parsons, here's why I like it. Micah Parsons is getting into that rare air that great players get into where they say what the hell they want. And what that does is now on Sunday, the microscope is on you. Do you get after Caleb Williams? Do you stop the run of Monangai and Swift? Do you become a game changer as the highest paid quarterback in football? That's what Micah Parsons has to do now. 12.5 sacks, history maker, having an opportunity to not only impact his team, but impact the entire conference. This is the energy you're supposed to have when you go somewhere and everybody around you hates the other team. Now go show it.
Here's the beauty of it. I love it too. Here's the beauty of it. Do y'all notice since January of 2011, I believe, the Bears were 4-26 against Green Bay. With an 11-game losing streak that ended last year. And so I'm looking at it now, and what I love about what Micah Parsons is doing is that, okay, I just arrived here, but I'm embracing this. We're going to say, you a Packer, you don't love the Bears. You a Bear, you can't stand the Packers, right? Oh, I'm not saying this afterwards. I'm saying this coming into the game where y'all got the division lead. Y'all ain't, y'all ain't living in football purgatory in the cellar in the basement of the NFC North. Oh, no, you the top dog right now. You number one. You in first place. You got a half-game lead on us. We beat you. We in first place. We lose. We probably lose the division. I ain't having it. And I'm saying it before we go up against y'all. Knowing that Caleb Williams coming in town, knowing that Monangai and Swift are coming in to the game, knowing how effectively they run the football, knowing how opportunistic they can be. I'm talking about the Chicago Bears here in terms of creating turnovers and the turnover differential. All of these things could potentially work against us as a team. But me as a defensive player, knowing that I'm going up against y'all, knowing that if we neutralize y'all, we probably going to win this game. I'm talking beforehand. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
You don't wait till after.
He wait till after.
Yeah.
He said it before. He's coming. I like that.
I mean, sure. I like it too. I like the beef. I love the rivalry, obviously. I hate this for my team so much. I saw the same story with Max Crosby in week 4 against the Bears in the first half. It was a disaster. Max Crosby, an interception, a forced fumble, 3 TFLs, 3 pass breakups. I was like, please get this guy out of here. And now I'm going to see it with Micah Parsons. I'm terrified. But let's zoom in a little bit further. Which quarterback needs to have the better game? Is it Jordan Love? Is it Caleb Williams?
To me, it's Jordan Love. And when you look at the Green Bay Packers throughout this season, this team goes and comes in the way that Jordan Love plays. Jordan Love is the true catalyst of this offense. Matt LaFleur built this team around Josh Jacobs in that run game last year, but as this season is going on, he's put the football in Jordan Love's hand more and more. You saw the explosive plays that lead to the win against the New York Giants and the comeback at MetLife. And then we saw last week the 4th down conversions against the Detroit Lions. Jordan Love is now, in my opinion, ascending to the tier of quarterbacks that you win because of, and you need to put the football in his hands. That's who is going to have the ball for the Green Bay Packers, where I do believe a Ben Johnson is going to focus on the run game first and then allow Caleb Williams to make plays in the important moments of the pass game.
Looking at the Chicago Bears defense, ranked 27th total defense, 25th scoring defense, 28th against the rush, 26th in the red zone. You got a division crown on the line. That's the defense you're going up against. You can't show up if you Jordan Love. What the hell am I paying you for? Show up. This is what it is. You know what? It ain't like you going up against the Texas defense here. You going up against Chicago's defense. Yes, they're opportunistic and they can create turnovers, but you can run on them. Okay, you definitely.
You feel like that even after watching them against the Eagles?
No, yeah, I still feel like that because I don't like anything that I've seen from the Eagles this year in terms of their running game. What the hell has been going on? I mean, you talk. Listen, there's an APB out for Saquon Barkley. Where the hell is he? You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to find out. You know, I mean, that's just the situation. Chicago. Obviously, you look at them, they got a top 5 offensive line. You're looking at Caleb Williams, but he's not great under pressure. He's only on pace to get sacked 27 times this year.
Yes.
Down from 68 last year. So Chicago, in terms of Ben Johnson and their coaching staff, have done a great job of protecting him. Now he's got to step up and do a better job rather than complete 37% of his passes when under pressure. You got to do better than that. But in the end, you're Jordan Love. Knowing those things and knowing how suspect Chicago's defense can be, if you're that dude, you got to step up and show it in a game like this.
Cam?
I think what Ben Johnson has been able to do is take the stress workload off of Caleb Williams. Now, the talent of Caleb Williams will show flashes, an elite scramble, pocket awareness. Hey, the throw yesterday, the throw last week, throwing across his body for the ends of this one right here is just something that not a lot of quarterbacks can do, could ever do, will be ever to do. And when you start to think about who has to play well in order for their team to win, it's Jordan Love. Caleb Williams does not have the stress to say, hey, I have to play great or I have to play elite because of the running ability of the Chicago Bears. Where Jordan Love, it's all on you, bro. And with saying that, even though you do have a dynamic running back, it still comes down to, are you going to make the plays when the plays are being had? And that's the thing that we start to see with Jordan Love. It's not to say that he's been playing bad, but it's like, yo, we need you to win us this game at an elite level, and will you step up and accept the challenge?
You know what's crazy, though, when you talk about that with Caleb Williams making the plays when the plays need to be had? That's exactly what he's done this year.
Correct.
Right?
Especially in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, like you could break down the numbers on Caleb Williams, but Caleb Williams has been as clutch as his team has needed him to be in all of these close games. When you look at the New York Giants, you go back to the Cincinnati Bengals and the throw to Colston Loveland. You even go back to the Philadelphia Eagles game after they created the turnover on the tush push. It's a 4th and 5, and he has to get the ball to Colston Loveland. The pass we just showed Nicole Komet, that's when the Philadelphia Eagles actually decided that they were going to start playing offense. And so when we talk about the Chicago Bears, even though Ben Johnson and that run game and the offensive line has done so much for this team, we have to give Caleb Williams, one, credit for not being sacked, credit for getting the football out of his hands, being able to escape, but also being timely in his playmaking.
Got it. But let me get back to Jordan Love. This is perhaps the most important game for the Green Bay Packers against the Chicago Bears in recent memory.
Agree.
Jordan Love in the month of December, 16 touchdowns, 1 interception.
He's so good.
It can't be different now.
Yeah.
Not now. You can't. I mean, when Chicago is climbing and they saying, we're coming, we got a coach now. We believe we got a quarterback now. We believe we got a system. We believe we have a culture in place. This ain't the time to fold against the Chicago Bears. I think those are the kind of things that contribute even more to your point that it has to be Jordan Love.
Can I ask Cam a question?
Go ahead.
Cam, when you were becoming the Cam Newton in this league, right? When you were becoming a guy that could win an MVP, when you were going into games against NFC South opponents, how much differently did those weeks of preparation feel as opposed to the other teams outside of the division?
It was always tough, and I'll give you an example. That's a great question that you asked. We had this similar situation that the Bears and the Packers had with the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers that 2015 year. if you go back in that year, the first time we played Atlanta, we blew them out. I believe it was like 38-0. Well, that 2015 year, we only had one loss. It was versus the Atlanta Falcons when we came back to play them that following week or that short week of that same season. It never is a way for any team to say, oh, man, this is going to be a breeze because they're a division opponent. I don't care who you are. I don't care what team you are. You can even go back to Brady's dominance in the New England. Teams that know and are familiar with how you want to play will be the teams that gives you the fits the most. Now, you may slip up. My challenge to Ben Johnson versus, the Green Bay Packers is going to come down to schematics. It's going to come down to the 1, to the 2, to even 3 plays that will have major implications of this game. But, for Jordan Love, he has to be asked to do way more than what Caleb is.
Well,